So this morning we had a very successful topic. It took off like gangbusters.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
How do you like your eggs?
I love eggs. So there's like no limits to how I would consume my eggs. But if I'm just going to get some breakfast, like over easy,
Okay.
toast, bacon, hash browns, that's how I would go. Just a normal breakfast. So I'd say over easy.
Seems
what
like
was the most common answer?
Probably over easy.
Over easy was, yeah. I'm always shocked no one does the basted. Because sunny side up is just ridiculous to me.
I was also thinking of going pickled.
Pickled egg.
Pickled egg?
Only good when there's alcohol, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and if it's been sitting on a bar top for months on end in a tiny, small town bar, that's where it's at.
Or if you don't need a colon cleanse, you get one of Jimmy's pickled eggs. Those things are like colon blow.
I trust him, Jimmy. Don't worry about it.
We'll swing one by. I'll tell you this. Prepare to spend some time in the bathroom. It was like fracking for my colon. And every dump looked like sand in the bottom of a bucket. It was unbelievable. I'm pretty sure there's stuff that came off the walls that was from the early 70s.
So World Juniors.
That could be the pitch, That could be the pitch.
I told Baggedmilk, that's what I told him. I said he should be marketing this because the same thing happened to Grant. Grant's laughing because he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
It's true.
World Junior COVID cases in Red Deer. Good segue.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess it wasn't really surprising as long as, because if you remember right back to the summer before the NHL went into the hubs, there was COVID cases that happened there, but as long as it's all cleared up before Auston Matthews. So as long as they're cleared up before they head into the bubble, then I'm not too concerned about it. But, time's obviously ticking away, and you hope that they're still asymptomatic by the time we get to December. So obviously not ideal, but we'll see what happens, I guess, just like with everything else.
Has Lafreniere joined them? I saw he has to join them by December 6th, I think, to play.
I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen his name yet, actually. So we'll see.
We'll play.
See. I mean, everything's weird. I would assume he'd play, but who knows?
Why wouldn't he? Because the tournament will be over before the start of the NHL, wouldn't it? It would.
Yeah,
be.
well, yeah. And then the longer this is going on with the NHL, now they're arguing back and forth about money. I just feel like they keep saying January 1st, but that's kind of like a pipe dream to me at this point. I'm expecting late January, the more they argue about money. So we'll see how it actually goes. 2
months ago, I would have no problem saying, I can see January. But now with everything that's been going on, I think you might be onto something. I think we're going to be hard pressed to. So do you think that stuff like this story, like the World Junior camp, they're obviously out in the general public in Red Deer. A couple of the kids are getting COVID. Do you think that plays any role whatsoever in how they decide what they're going to do with the NHL? And not only that, look what's happening in the NFL. They've had 100+ cases since the start of the season. It hasn't been going well. Do you think the league is saying to the players, look, maybe the bubble idea and we do 4 cities or something isn't the worst idea right now?
I mean, I bet that's probably what they would want just in terms of player safety to have the hubs again. But I don't know how realistic it is for 700 players to be stuck in hub cities. Right now, they're still talking about the hybrid deal where you would fly into a city, play 2-3 games, and then go back. So we'll see how it goes. I really like the idea of series play that they're talking about, where the Oilers, as an example, would play the Flames 2-3 times in a row. I think that would be great. The rivalry would be fantastic, but I think they're going to have to get creative in terms of how this actually looks, because the longer this goes on, the more games they're missing, the more money they're leaving on the table, and cases are still going up. So they're going to have to get creative. They're going to have to compromise, and we'll see what happens, because right now we've got billionaires arguing with millionaires about money, and that's not a great spot for either side to be in.
Yeah.
Were you surprised to see Connor McDavid go down to Arizona? He's been practicing with Auston Matthews, right?
I wasn't really surprised to have 2 of the best players in the league practicing together. To me, I would just think that it would be nice to practice amongst your peers. But what I found ridiculous was the reaction coming out of Toronto, that everybody's like, oh, and they're talking about playing in Toronto. Well, first of all, Auston Matthews' contract is up significantly earlier than Connor McDavid. So if anything, Auston Matthews probably trying to convince Connor to go down to Arizona and play with him, because I doubt he resigns with the Leafs when that contract's over. That's just my opinion.
I always love anytime McDavid's around Toronto. They're always like, he's going to come play for the Leafs. He's going to come here.
Such a it's getting sad,
Yeah.
It's just getting sad at this point.
All right, Baggedmilk, thank you for your time today. Stay safe, my brother.
You too, boys. Thanks.